Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Ortiz and I'm going to do an example of a paper slides podcast for solving absolute value equations for Algebra 2. We have three objectives. The first is to solve for all possible solutions of an absolute value equation. The second is to check for extraneous solutions. And the third is to graph solutions on a number line. The example that we've been given is the equation, the absolute value of the quantity 2x plus 5 is equal to 3x. When solving an absolute value equation, we need to remember to set the absolute value expression equal to both the positive and negative value that's been set equal to, in this case 3x. So we have two equations to solve for. 2x plus 5 equals 3x. Or there's a possible solution of 2x plus 5 equals negative 3x. So we're going to solve each of these equations individually. And for the first equation, 2x plus 5 equals 3x, we're going to subtract 2x from both sides to isolate the variable. When we do that, we get the result of 5 equals x, or x equals 5. For the second equation, 2x plus 5 equals negative 3x, we're going to again subtract 2x from both sides to simplify the equation to 5 equals negative 5x. That's not completely solved because the variable has not been isolated, so we're going to divide both sides by negative 5 to get x by itself. That simplifies to x equals negative 1. Therefore, we have two possible solutions, x equals 5 or x equals negative 1. But it's important that we check both of our solutions to make sure that we don't have any extraneous solutions. An extraneous solution means when we substitute it back into the equation, it makes the equation impossible. So let's look at both of our solutions. For x equals 5, we substitute that back into the original equation. The absolute value of 2x plus 5 equals 3 times x. So 2 times 5 plus 5, the absolute value of that quantity, is equal to 3 times 5. And that simplifies to the absolute value of 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. Well, the absolute value of 15 is indeed 15. So that solution of x equals 5 checks out. When we substitute x equals negative 1 in, we get the absolute value of 2 times negative 1 plus 5 is equal to 3 times negative 1. We get a quantity of the absolute value of negative 2 plus 5 equals negative 3. Right there, you probably see some warning signs that this is not going to work. That simplifies to the absolute value of 3 equals negative 3. And as we know, 3 is not equal to negative 3 because there is no possible negative value for absolute value. Therefore, x equals negative 1 is an extraneous solution and cannot be considered a solution of the equation. The only solution for the equation, the absolute value of 2x plus 5 equals 3x, is x equals 5. Our final objective was to graph the solution. So let's graph x equals 5 on a number line. Make sure you have your numbers lined up from left to right, and because this is an x equals, we have just one closed dot at 5. The end.